Hi, my name is Quán Thi Thu and my mentor is Dr. Father Antal. My topic today is home office. So before getting too deep into the topic of home office, we need to clarify the difference between munka and the home office, as there is a big difference between these two terminologies. Munka is a Hungarian term which has no English equivalent, meaning an employee performs in a place separate from the employer's premises, performs one's work with the electronic gadgets, and transmits the results electronically. Both parties had a previous employment contract about the remote working conditions. While working from home has become the norm for millions of people throughout the world since the COVID-19 pandemic broke out, home office has been introduced to some countries in Europe, but in Hungary it is a relatively new phenomenon. As Hungary has been underdeveloped in this area, thus she was not able to digitize and to invest in digital gadgets to work from home. Besides, there are some other reasons why it has not put in practice before. So infamiliarity, distrust, lack of personal control, and chance of low performance of a company. Overall, employees had doubts toward the employers. They believed that they could not supervise them effectively through the digital platform. Therefore, they will not perform their tasks so well. In addition, the employers obtain too much freedom and cannot organize their schedules so well. People tend to be distracted and hardly focus on work when they are on their own and not in the working environment. However, I would like to emphasize one positive aspect of COVID is that we got the opportunity to gain an insight into how home office actually operates in practice. However, it was really both mentally and physically stressful getting used to the new circumstances. So let me summarize the repercussions of home office during the quarantine. So it had negative psychological impact, such as lack of communication, appearance of FOMO, fear of missing out, and the isolation. People started to fearing that they would miss out on the important events and they couldn't live the best of their life. What is more, due to the social distancing, the virus, people got further from each other and hardly made contact with one another. Sorrowfully, for example, during the summer, when the things got better, the society had hardships to be among people again. On the other hand, workplace engagement and productivity are heavily correlated to social interactions. Lack of communication and face-to-face meetings may harm the company culture since paucity of personal contact impedes the formation of trust, connection, and mutual purposes. And it's had an effect on work-life balance. So people could hardly separate private life and work. Right? They had longer working hours, external and self-imposed distractions, constant pressure from employees and under servants all the time. In general, creating a healthy work-life balance in home office sounds nearly impossible. Adapting a new environment is one of the most challenging tasks. As a result of the infection, our home also became our workplace. There are various distracting variables at home. Many workers found it difficult to be in the zone and remain fully engrossed in their work. Furthermore, since employees bring work to home and they cannot differentiate workplace and home, they constantly check up on their work and when they are off work. They feel like they need to be alert and to respond to their emails right away, as it is a principle to do so. Digital gadgets allows us to work anywhere in any time. As a consequence, many workers feel compelled to check their emails on a regular basis, developing anxiety and stress. In the long run, it contributes to early burnout since the employees and employers actually are under constant pressure and gradually lose their interest and motivation toward work. But what shall we do to make remote work possible? Employees should keep their employers enthusiastic and motivated, such as frequent video call or voice-to-voice call, team building activities outside work, or providing appropriate equipment for employees to carry out their job effectively, written statement of their terms and conditions of their employment, including the telecommuting terms in time of need, set working hours, and providing financial endorsement to the cost of the remote work. Indeed, it was really hard to adapt to the new situation, as we had not faced such a thing like pandemic and quarantine before. It was a whole new experience for the whole world. The quick and sudden spread of the virus accelerated the process of adaptation. Besides the drawbacks of the telecommuting, we gained some positive advantages too. For instance, we gained time, we could improve the efficiency. So home prepares a more relaxed atmosphere where the employees can work well, earning the trust of employers and employees, learn to organize and manage their time and complete their task by the due date. And by gaining time, we can save time by not commuting to work and be able to spend more time with our family and friends and gain additional sleep time. So as a result, reduce stress by taking our time and not rushing anywhere. On the other hand, we could reduce the cost of rental office, and we could protect the environment by reduce commuting, and it reduces the carbon emission. Yeah, and finally, it is beneficial for women, as after maternity leave, women don't obtain back the equivalent position that they used to have. Many of them need to start their career over again, depending on how long they were on maternity leave. They could achieve a greater work-life balance by working from home. During maternity leave, they are able to continue their work where they left off. I believe that remote work system could ease women's work and private life. Hence, in the future, pregnancy or rearing a child will not be a significant question or factor at the job interview. Home office system may break the gender stereotype in the working world, and we may reach gender equality in the working environment. To sum it up, we shall not forget that everything has its ups and downs. We need to focus on the positive aspects of it and try to make up for the negative ones in order to make the home office system work. I believe that we are living in a world of uncertainty. We can see what the future may bring for us. Therefore, we need to be prepared and circumspect. Even in the worst case scenario, the work cannot come to halt. Lastly, I'd like to sum it up this whole year, as this year has been a long and winding road for all of us foreign mentors and all the participants. Not only did we gain knowledge and use perspective, but at the same time, we developed as a human being. Throughout the programs, we got the opportunity to meet and to work with esteemed experts. We had faced many hardships together. Besides, we learned to break off our barriers and initiate the first step toward our goals by encouraging one another. we had to adapt to the new situation, pursue ourselves, and constantly emailing our mentors. Even at the beginning, it was horrifying and nerve-wracking to contact a renowned mentor. We actually did it. We are here today, and I have recently discovered that we need to be more eager and alert to achieve anything in life. This is how we got to where we are now. And the most important life lesson is that we have to be ambitious, observant, and open-minded. Bearing that in mind, I'm sure that we can accomplish great things in life. It may be the end of the program, but remember, it is the start of a new beginning. That's why I brought a quote from Lurleen McDaniel: from every ending comes a new beginning. And lastly, I would like to thank you, my mentor, fellow Antal. I am utterly grateful for the whole year. It was a pleasure working with him. So all in all, I would like to thank for all this work together. Thank you for your attention.